A video posted on the internet by those two suicide bombers is raising concern ahead of the Sochi Olympic Games. In the hour-long video, the bombers say their attack was just a taste of what will come to the Olympics. Phil Black explains how that is causing security to be ramped up now.
Two extremists in this video claiming responsibility for two back-to-back suicide bombings last month that claimed 34 lives, and warning that more attacks could come during the Sochi Olympic Games. In the hour-long video, the purported suicide bombers are seen constructing explosives and explaining their motives, all before heading to their targets, triggers in hand. The two men, apparently part of an Islamist militant group, vowing to prepare a present for the Olympics and all the tourists who'll come over. Members of Congress are very concerned.
If something does happen, what is the evacuation plan and emergency response plan that would take place?
Others worried about Americans heading to Sochi.
I would not go, and I don't think I would send my family.
I am very concerned about the security status of the Olympics. I do believe that the Russian government needs to be more cooperative with the United States when it comes to the security of the game.
Russian President Vladimir Putin deploying a security force of 40,000 police officers and soldiers to the region. In an interview with ABC News, Putin says that he will do whatever it takes to keep athletes and visitors safe, and pledging that Russia has adequate means of security.
And Russian officials are searching for as many as 4 female suicide bombers. They're known as Black Widows, and they have become the newest threat to the Sochi Games. In fact, one of them may have already entered the Sochi area 2 weeks ago. Police are sending out pictures of that woman. This is one, and wanted posters are up everywhere. In light of these threats and to get answers about securities for tourists in Sochi, I spoke to Stratfor's counterterrorism expert Fred Burton today. So what would you say to people who are going as tourists just to watch the games about how they should behave there and whether they will be safe?
Well, I think when you look at travelers, they need to maintain a high degree of vigilance and what we would call situational awareness. Be aware of your surroundings. Know that the vulnerability of hotels and some of the transportation are the most likely problems where you could have some potential concern. Just elevate your awareness until you get into the Olympic Games, then go forward and enjoy the time once you're there. But as you look at some of these outrider locations, like hotel sites and the transportations and the buses going in and out, those are your most vulnerable kind of locations for something to occur.
But you feel like because of the security inside the games, once people get into the venues, they will be okay?
I think without a doubt, once they get into the actual venues, wherever these events are taking place, depending upon the uniqueness of the kind of venue.
Well, I also asked Burton if he thought there would be additional bombings, and unfortunately, he said it wouldn't surprise him, although he believes security will be so tight, any attacks would take place outside of the Olympic Village and away from the games themselves.